Hi, this is Myra with Boutique Paint. So we've shown you how to store your molds and your stamps. And so today I thought I'd show how I store my transfers. And back when they came in tubes, I would just roll the transfer, whatever was left, back up into the tube and put it back into the tube, and then it's all sitting in a basket. These are so much nicer because, of course, they don't take up near as much room. But still, storage sometimes is a little interesting. A lot of times I have one container and I just have them and they're flat, but that doesn't always work too, because then you're trying to find them. These are small pieces that I've just put into a file folder, so that if I just want to grab and need, some extra leaves or just kind of oddball. Some of these you can see are really old. And what I do is I take some painter's tape and I tape at least one side of them. And that way it makes sure that the backing stays with it, and it doesn't, it works pretty well to keep it from shifting, around. But it also then will keep it from sticking to something else. And I just put this in a regular folder. I would probably at this point do one of those legal size file folders that have the ends on them. I think that would work better than this, but it's still a good way to keep some odds and ends together. Now it's better because you have this, and so you can keep them all together, even your small pieces. And I haven't taped these together yet because I was just working with this transfer. But I make sure I pull all the pages out like that. And then what I end up doing to keep everything together is I end up taping the edges. So I make sure that there's nothing along that edge. And the reason why I take them off the spine of this is because if I leave them there and then I tape it here, then you go to get them out and you can't get them out. And I also don't want to tape the pieces together on this side. And I just take some shipping tape, excuse the noise, and I just place it on the edges. Flip it over. And there we go. I got a little extra. I'll cut that off so it doesn't stick to things. And then you can either leave it like that, because this side, although that opened up, I just realized taking all of them out. So I'm going to go ahead and tape at least that side, which is the spine of it. I'm going to actually open this up. Well, I got stuff sticking out here, so I'll just slide that down. I'll get some scissors. I'll cut this extra little piece of tape off. And then shipping tape again. I gotta stop sticking it to the paper underneath though. Sorry, you probably can't see what I'm doing. So I'm just doing the same thing on that edge. So you can leave it just like that. If you want to, you could tape the other side. The nice thing about leaving it like this is you can get in there and get the pieces easily, but it helps to contain them all. But if you do have smaller pieces, go ahead and tape, just put a piece of the painter's tape on it to keep them together. Doesn't take much time, and it's nice to have the backing to it. And just slide it back in there. So as far as storing the transfers, I showed you this in the last video as far as storing my stamps. You can store your transfers also in these. They work pretty well. They do stick out a ways, but that's okay. And if you wanted to, if you have several of your transfers in here and you don't want to flip through it, you could put a post-it note at the top here with it sticking up and saying which transfer it is. Then you can also put your file folders in here too. Once again, the legal size might work better so you can actually see it and it doesn't get lost back there. These are great units. They are made for paper crafting, and so they're a little bit bigger. A lot of people think of these as the magazine holders, but this is actually bigger. So this is about 13 tall by 14 deep, and they work perfect for both the transfers and the stamps. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, or you can go to our website at www.boutiquepaint.com. And thank you for joining me. Bye.